game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Trojans' offense will be first on the attack. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Harry. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And these are the plays the defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Second down, he'll throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Silver. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Stanford quickly to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Booth. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
It's another 1st down for the offense.
The inside handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, good, no. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Herring. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a 1st down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, and it's picked off, threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, middle, look out. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Right back to the well. Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Stanford! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Brings into the open. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Herring. Under fire. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Fires toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse,
bringing it back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Silver. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. With the catch, it's Booth. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board.
There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
At the 43-yard line. And a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Harry. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll immediately call timeout.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Hauls it in, and he's dragged down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Herring. Quick completion on the out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Holds it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line is telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second.
Turning it on! They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Mass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That's caught. It's Robbins. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans are on the move. Give to the back. Plows through the defense. Got enough for the first. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Herring. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second and goal for the offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's third and goal. They'll try to power it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They're going to run it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Stanford going back to work with another first down. The give from the gun. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Witherspoon. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Herring. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Power football with the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
First down for the offense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. On the ground, it's Witherspoon. there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Benedict. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Herring. Zings it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. On fourth down, looking to pass. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
Looking to get it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Stanford! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Purdue delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Big Ten. Trust me when I say the party is on in West Lafayette. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Herring. Rushes on him. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock...
Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, USC. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They go to the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
21-yard line. 4th down coming up.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking for a man. It's Herring. Fires to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Grab near the marker. It's Wall. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Timeout, USC.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Robbins. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Gain of 10. And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Genty. Oh, he's got enough space. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Trucks through the defender. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Got his man in the middle.
No matter how much college football changes, real time, and all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning